Hello students. So in this video we will discuss JEE test 5 solutions. Let us see the questions from this JEE test 5. Which of the following is most reactive towards Hoffman-Bromomet reaction? Which of the following is most reactive towards Hoffman-Bromomet reaction? So what is Hoffman-Bromomet reaction? Hoffman-Bromomet degradation reaction we have amides are converted into amides. If you are taking RCO NH2 which on treatment with Br2 in presence of KOH, it is converted into RNH2. Okay, this is Hoffman-Bromomet reaction. Amides are converted into amides. Here what they ask here, which is more reactive towards Hoffman-Bromomet reaction as. Okay, here OCH3 group is there, here CH3 group is there, here NO2 group is there, here there is no group here. Here we can see electron releasing groups. So what are electron releasing groups are there? We have CH3 and OCH3. So what are the reactivity order of this OCH3, CH3 means here? OCH3 greater than CH3. And one more we have electron withdrawing group is there, that is NO2. So these electron releasing groups increases, okay, increase the reactivity of amides. Here CH3, OCH3, CONH2 and O2. Electron releasing, and electron withdrawing. So which one is more electron releasing in nature? That is option 2 is the right answer for this question. So come to the next question. So match the following here: morphine, brufen, paracetamol, and luminol comes under. What are the examples for this one? So morphine generally, morphine is a narcotic analgesic. So this is morphine is there. This is a narcotic analgesic, and brufen is there. So brufen, what you can say here? Sorry, morphine is a narcotic analgesic. Ibuprofen is there here. So this is non-narcotic analgesic. Paracetamol is there. Paracetamol is what we have. This is antipyretic. Paracetamol is antipyretic we have. And luminol is what here? This is a tranquilizer. Tranquilizer. So what answer will take? It will take option 1 is the right answer for this question. Next, amide on treatment with P2O5 gives B, B on reduction gives C, C on reaction with ice cold HNO2 gives D, D on cold gives E. What is the E can be formed in this reaction? So we are taking amide CH3CONH2. We are using P2O5. This P2O5 is a dehydrating agent. It removes the water molecule from the compound. Okay. Then what is the compound you will get? Means you will get cyanide. The cyanide on reduction with LiLH4, it is converted into primary amine CH3CH2NH, which on treatment with ice cold NO2. This is cold HNO2 nitrous acid. It will produce what compound is here? CH3 CH2OH plus it liberate N2 gas. So this alcohol is formed. These alcohol vapors can be passed through copper metal at 300 degrees Celsius. You will get aldehyde CH3 CH4. So what is the answer for this question? Option 1 is the right answer. Next, the number of geometrical isomers are possible for the complex we have CONH3 taken 3 times and NO2 taken 3 times we have. So what is the complex we have? This is CONH3 taken 3 times. This is NO2 taken 3 times here. This is A3 and B3 type of the complex. Here we are observing 2 types of isomers. One is facial isomer and one is meridional isomer. Facial isomer, meridional isomers. Okay, let us see how the facial isomers are getting here. So what are the complex we have? This is a cobalt is the central atom here. Cobalt is the central atom we have. And here you are writing this is NH3 and this is NH3, and this is NH3, and we have NO2. This is NO2, and this is NO2. Okay, now you can see this part. You can draw one triangle from this one, or you can take these NH3 groups here. This we are calling as a facial isomer. What isomer? Facial isomer. Now come to we have meridional isomer. Meridional isomer. The central atom is cobalt we have. So in case of meridional isomer, how the elements can present here? This is NH3 and this is NO2, and here we have NO2, NH3, NO2. What my NH3? Here the groups can be present in meridian of the octahedral ring. This we can see. This what you can see. These groups can be present in what? Meridian of the octahedral. This we are calling as a mer isomer. One facial isomer, one meridional isomer. Total we have two isomers are possible. So this is extraction of the gold in the following equations. Here Au plus Cn minus plus H2O gives rise to O2 plus X. X on Zn gives rise to Y plus Au. What is the equation asking here? So this is general extraction of the gold. You are taking gold, man. So what I'm writing full equation here: 8Au plus 4Au plus 8NaCN plus 2H2O gives rise to, we have 4ANA AU CN taken 2 times plus 4 NaOH. Now we are taking these 2 moles. 2 moles of AuCN taken 2 times plus, we have Zn gives rise to Na2Zn Cn taken 4 times plus 2 Au is the main extraction of the gold here. So you can see the complex here. What is the complex you're getting here? This is AuCN taken 2 times and minus is one complex from this one. So in this case, what you will get, ma'am? You will get this one Zn Cn taken 4 times and minus 2. So what answer you will take, ma'am? You will take option 4 is the right answer. Next, X is passed throughout the water to form a saturated solution. The aqueous solution on treatment with silver nitrate given white precipitate. The saturated aqueous solution also dissolved in magnesium ribbon with evolution of colorless gas white. Identify X and Y in this solution. So generally, if the compound can form a white precipitate with silver nitrate, means maybe chloride will be there. So I want to take a gas, and maybe example I am taking here chlorine. Chlorine gas can be dissolved. You will get HOCl plus HCl. Okay. HOCl plus what? HCl. Maybe I want to think here X is a chlorine gas. Now this aqueous solution on treatment with silver nitrate. I will get here AgCl white precipitate plus HNO. This is white precipitate. Now the saturated aqueous solution also dissolves in magnesium paper. So this maybe can take in a saturated solution. Magnesium formula Mg, which is dissolved in HCl, it will give MgCl2 plus H2. I will take this one. So this is a gas what Y we have. Okay. So X is what here? Cl2. Y is what? H2. So what answer you will take, ma'am? You will take option 3 is the right answer for this question. Go for next question. Identify the strength of following compounds. So the same question can repeat, I think, JEE test 2. Here mainly we can identify the resonance stabilization. Resonance stabilization of anion that we have to take as what? OH minus. You have to take it. So this is third hydrogen, this first hydrogen, second hydrogen. You will get option. Already we discussed the same question in the previous exams. Next, The correct order of the reactivity of towards these are electrophilic aromatic substitution. Electrophilic aromatic. Electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. Now we see. So if you want to take electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions, so generally all are aromatic compound. Here 5-membered rings are there, 6-membered rings are there. So how can you identify in this case means here generally 5-membered heterocyclic compounds. 5-membered heterocyclic compounds are more reactive due to more pi electron density. Due to what? More pi electron density we can observe particularly in what? 5-membered heterocyclic compounds. So you can see this here heterocyclic compounds are there. We have what is the given heterocyclic compounds are given here. I'll see this one of heterocyclic compound, one of heterocyclic compound here, and heterocyclic is not here also heterocyclic is there. Here you can come to the heterocyclic here, but come to this oxygen is there. So we can say this is a furan. So this is the furan here. Furan is greater than benzene, benzene greater than chlorine, chlorine greater than what? Pyridine. In this case, there is no chance for the 5-membered ring. Here no 5-membered ring. Here also there is no 5-membered ring. So what is the answer you will take? You will take option 4 is the right answer. Benzene generally electrophilic. Chlorobenzene next what here? Nitrogen. You will take. So what answer you will take? You will take option 4 is the right answer for this question. Now come to the next question. We have heat of hydrogenation energy. A comma B comma C are alkenes or alkene dienes. So the alkenes he has. The alkenes he has. You can see here A is there, B is there, C is there. Now you can see heat of hydrogenation is A. Then what is there here? B. B is more hydrogenation energy is there. Now come to the C, the hydrogen energy will be less so. So generally if the compound is stable and unstable, if the compound is stable, it is having low heat of hydration, low heat of hydrogenation. So we can see this low heat of hydrogenation is possible for which compound you have to say. So this is cis-2-butane. So cis is there and a trans is there, 1-butane is there, 1,3 butadiene is there. Among cis and trans, which is more stable? Trans is more stable. Trans is what? More stable. If the compound is more stable, it is having a low enthalpy. It's having low enthalpy of hydrogenation. Low enthalpy which one? Hydrogenation. Now we can see C having low hydrogenation enthalpy. So you may be take here trans. Here 1-butane is there. 1-butane also can be converted to butane, but it is having a unstable compound is having high heat of hydrogenation. Here come to 1,3 butadiene. So generally 1,3 butadiene requires how many moles of hydrogen? Means it requires 2 moles of hydrogen to form an alkane. To form what? Alkane. So this is also what? Unstable. So which is more stable? Trans-2-butene is the more stable. So what answer you will take here? The alkyne is what? Trans-2-butene. Next step. A mixture of two solids having into water gives a precipitate with dilute HCl, but dissolves in adding constant HCl. The same question discussed in the previous paper also. So here, okay, the precipitate by adding dissolved in ammonium hydroxide, and the remaining part is dissolved in sodium hydroxide, the possible compounds. Okay, white precipitate with dilute HCl. They will give a white precipitate with what? Dilute HCl. If you want to take here dilute HCl, so here we have take here two ions, that is Ag plus and Pb plus 2. It will form AgCl precipitate and it will form PbCl2 precipitate. What precipitate? These are white precipitate is formed. Okay, but dissolves in constant HCl. White precipitate, the white precipitate is obtained by dilute HCl. They dissolves in what? Concentrated HCl. So what ions are there here? They we have Ag plus ions and what? Pb plus 2 ions. It gives Ag plus ion gives rise to AgCl2 minus, and Pb plus 2 ion gives rise to PbCl4 minus with what acid means with concentrated HCl. With concentrated HCl. Now here they will form a complex here. Ag form a complex with the NH4OH. You will get here Ag NH3 taken 2 times. This is one of the complex will be formed. And one more we have lead is there. Here Pb plus 2. Okay, Az ammonia hydroxide, the remaining part is dissolved part of sodium hydroxide. Pb plus 2 can be dissolved in NaOH. You will get Na2PbOH taken 4 times. So what is the compounds are possible with this one? The compounds are possible with this AzNO3 silver nitrate and one more what lead nitrate. So they will form a white precipitate. They dissolve in concentrate HCl. They will, if one ion will complex will be formed, another ion can form what sodium hydroxide precipitate soluble. So what answer will take AzNO3 and what lead nitrate. So which of the following unsignificant characteristics? The first one you can see. This is the hypohalides of the chlorine. What are the as nature here? HClO4 is greater than HClO3 greater than HClO2 greater than HOCl. This is the order. This is the acidic nature of water. Now come to this boiling points. What are the boiling point rates given here? NH3 less than what? pH3 less than ASH3 less than SpH3. So generally here we can see pH3, okay, and pH3 and NH3 they ask here boiling points. So boiling points mainly depends on what solubility. So the solubility mainly we can see for the boiling point order for this one. Okay, we have pH3 and ASH3. This is NH3 and what SpH3. pH3 less than ASH3 less than NH3 less than what SpH3. So what are the boiling point? You can check this one. This is 240 and this we have 186. And NH3 we have boiling point. You can take this. NH3 we have. I'll take this is 295. This is 256. And we can take this is 211 and we will take this one, this is 186. So this is the order of the boiling point. So what answer, what is the incorrect statement for this one? Yeah. So this question next, among the following NaCO4, NaCN4 minus 2, NaCl4 minus 2. So what are the nature they asking? The first one we have, you can see first one we will see NaCO4 minus 2, NaCN4 minus 2, NaCl4 minus 2. Here you can check this CO and COC in general we are calling as strong field ligands. Strong field ligands are there. We have electron pairing takes place. The Cl minus is a weak field ligand. Weak field ligands are there. Electron pairing does not takes place. If you want to take the first one, we have NaCO4 NaCO taken 4 times. NaCO4 taken 4 times. So in this nickel we have you are getting here nickel. You are getting this is a 3D 10 configuration we have. So generally in this 3D 10, how the d electrons represent? D electrons generally we have 5 d orbitals are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 6, here 7, here 8. 2 electrons are there. So this is a CO is a strong field ligand. Then what happened? Electron pairing will be takes place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 7 and what 8. So electrons are paired. This is a diamagnetic in nature. What nature? Diamagnetic. And the second one we have NaCN4 minus 2. NaCN4 minus 2, you will get nickel as a +2 oxidation statement. So +2 means here also you're getting a D8 configuration. So D8 configuration in the sense it is also like this one. So you're getting this is also what? Diamagnetic. And the third one we have NiCl4 -2. Here you are getting Na+2. Na+2 means here we have D8 configuration 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. This is 7. This is 8. Here Cl is there. Cl is what ligand? This is a weak field ligand. So electron pairing does not take place. So electrons are remains like this. So only single electrons are there. Na? So these are called single electrons. So unpaired electrons are there. This is paramagnetic. So what answer will take? Option 1 is the right answer. Next question. Nitrobenzene on catalytic reduction in acidic medium. Simple question is nitrobenzene. What is the formula? Benzene with NO2. This is the nitrobenzene formula. Which on reduction with catalytic reduction H2 in presence of platinum. We are taking any acidic medium like this. Then what you will get? It is reduced to aniline. That is option 4. Next question here. Which of the following initiate the chain reaction for the ozone deflection? Ozone deflection. So generally ozone deflection, when it is possible, we means here highly reactive chlorine atom. Here generally chlorine atom is there. This chlorine atom is responsible for the deflection of the ozone. Mainly we can say CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. This ozone will molecule when initiate the chain reaction for what? Ozone. Next I will say this is that distant close particles in FCC arrangement. So this is A by √3. Next, the first order reaction A gives rise to B. The temperature dependence of the rate constant was found to be log K is given. So generally this is given log K base 10, that is equal to 6 minus this is 2000 by T. Next, the pre-exponential factor of A, we have to find out A value and the activation energy. So generally what is the formula? We have log K is equal to, we have log A minus this is EA by this is 2.303 RT. Here log K value, in this you can compare this equation. You can compare this equation. I want right here log A is equal to 6. I want right here. So A is equal to how much you are getting means you will get a 10 power minus 6. You can write here. This is a second inverse. This we can write here second inverse. Now we can compare these two. What you can compare here? This is EA by 2.303 R is equal to what you can write here. You can write this is 2000. So EA is equal to this is 2000 into this is 2.303 into R value. We have 8.314. If you multiply this one, you will get 38.3. This is kilojoule per mole. Take option 4. Next question. So this is following data is given. Barium chloride specific conductance K is given of 0.2 normal and inverse is 4.766 into 10 power 4 ohm inverse in centimeter. Then calculate the pH value of the ammonium hydroxide. First of all, you have to find out here limiting molar conductivity of each solution, NH4 solution. Okay, we'll write this one. Limiting molar conductivity of NH4OH. So how can you find out this limiting molar conductivity of NH4OH we have? So I want right here limiting molar conductivity of this is NH4Cl plus this is limiting molar conductivity of BaOH twice minus this is limiting molar conductivity of BaCl2. NH4Cl how much? This is 129.8 plus barium hydroxide. This is 228.8 minus barium chloride. This is 120.3. You will get this one 238.3 you are getting. Okay. Now we have to find out here You have to find out limiting molar conductivity is given. So what you have to find out here? You can find out what is the value of this lambda value. You have to find out here. So generally, limiting molar conductivity, that is equal to K into 1000 by CV1. K into 1000 by CV1. So K value given, this is 4.766 into this is 10 power 4 into what we have into 1000 by what is the concentration is given by 0.2 is the concentration. So if you want to solve this one, then what will get here? This is 4.766 into this 10 power minus, actually this is 10 power minus 4, this is 10 power minus 4, means what will get here 10 cube, this is 10 power minus 1 by what will get here, the concentration is given what here 0.2. If we solve this question, you will get 2.38 you're getting. Now we can find out alpha. Alpha is equal to molar conductivity by limiting molar conductivity. Molar conductivity by limiting molar conductivity. This is 2.383 by how much got we have? This is 230. This is 238.3. That is equal to, you will get here 0.01. 0.01. So generally here what is found here, the base is given here OH minus. So here if you want to take here barium hydroxide. Barium hydroxide you can dissociate into Ba2 plus and what ma? 2 OH minus ions are there. Now here what you will get here, concentration of OH minus you have to find out. Concentration of OH minus is equal to, this is 0.0192 and its normal term which is given, this is 0.2. That you can write here, this is 2 into 10 power minus 3. So 2 into 10 power minus 3, this is OH minus. POH is equal to what you will get? POH is equal to POH is equal to, here you will get this is 3 minus log 2 you will get. So 3 minus log 2 value 0.30 0.3010 you will get it here. So this is what my here POH. So pH is equal to what now? This is 14 minus, this is 3 minus 0.3010. You will get here 11.3. This is the 11.3 is the answer for this question. Come for the next question. I think this question already discussed in the previous paper that you are getting hits here. Next, for hydrogen like species, the ratios of the velocities of the first, second, third orbit is V1, V2, V3. What is the ratio they ask here? So generally, ratio if you take the velocity Vn is equal to, this is 2.18 into, this is 10 power 6, 2.18 into 10 power 6 into, this is Z by N, we have meter per second. Meter per second. If we take here V1 is to V2 is to V3. So this value is constant. What we will get here? 1 by 1 is to 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3 are getting. This is the ratio. Next question. The value of T87.5 for the nth order A gives rise to product is. So generally they given T 0.87 by T 0.5. Multiply this one, what will get? This is T87.5 by, this is T50%. T50%. So generally we have one formula is there. This is T is time is equal to 1 by N minus 1. This is K into, this is 1 by A minus X whole power N minus 1. And this is A by 1 power. So we want to find out T87.5. That is equal to 1 by N1 minus K into, this is 1 by, initially A value 100 mark. 100 minus 87.5, you will get 12.5 whole power N minus 1 by, this is 100 whole power N minus 1. So if you want to do this one, your N minus 1 into K, this is 100 whole power N minus 1 minus, this is 12.5 whole power N minus 1 by This is 12.5 whole power n minus 1 into 100 whole power n minus 1. Okay, now we are taking t 50%. Then what you will get, this is 1 by n minus 1 k into 1 by, this is a minus x, a minus 100 minus 50. Then what you will get here, 1 by 50. 1 by 50 whole power n minus 1 by 1 by 100 whole power n minus 1. So this is 1 by n minus 1 into k. This is 100 power n minus 1. And this is 50 whole power n minus 1 by 50 whole power n minus 1 into 100 whole power n minus 1. So this we have T50. Now I want to write here T70 87.5 by T50. How to write it? Okay, so then what we'll get, this is 1 by n minus 1 k into, this is 100 whole power n minus 1, 1.5 whole power n minus 1 by 1.5 whole power n minus 1 into 100 whole power n minus 1 by, this is 1 by n minus 1 k into 100 power n minus 1. This is 50 power n minus 1 by 50 power n minus 1 into 100 n power minus 1. So this and this cancel here. So what you will get here, 100 power n minus 1 by 12.5 whole power n minus 1 by. So here this is 12.5 whole power n minus 1 into 100 whole power n minus 1. This is 100 whole power minus 1 into 50 whole power n minus 1 by 100 power n minus 1 minus 50 power n minus 1. So this 100 power n minus 1, 100 power n minus 1 is cancel. You will get it here. Clear, man? So what you will get here? Okay, if you do like this, this step you can do right click like this one. There is a chance for the cancellation of 1 by n1 minus k, and we have 1 by n minus 1 k is cancelled in both cases. Then what you will get here? So then what I want to get here, I want to write here T87.5 by T50% here. In this I want to take the common 12 power 5, 12.5 whole power n minus 1. I want to take the common here. So this how I am going to write here, this is 8 power n minus 1 I am writing. 8 power n minus 1 I am writing. So this is divided by what we have. This is divided by what you will write here, 12.5 whole power n minus 1 into 100 whole power minus 1. Okay, now you will see this part here. So this is divided by, I am writing here. So in this I want to take the common 50 whole power n minus 1. 50 whole power n minus 1, suppose you are taking the common, you will get here 2 power n minus 1 by this one into 100 power n minus 1 into 12.5 whole power n minus 1 you are getting. So if you want to solve this question, T87.5 by T50%. What is cancel here? 12.5 power n minus 1, 12.5 power n minus 1 is cancelled. Here 100 power n minus 1, 100 power n minus 1 is cancelled. So then what you will get here, if you want this one also cancel here, then what you will get here, 8 power, this is n minus 1. 8 power, this is 8 you are getting, this is 8 power n minus 1. This is 8 power n minus 1 and this is minus 1 you are getting by 12.n power minus 1. So here that is divided by 100 cancel, you take this one, 50 whole power n minus 1 into 2 power n minus 1 by 12.5. So here cancel if it takes place, you will get 8 n power minus 1 by what you will get here, 2 power n minus 1 you are getting. So this is the answer for this question. So you will take option 3 the right answer for this question. Next, what are the pH? The glass hydrogen electrode potential is minus 0.88 volts. H2 gas is bubbled at 1 atmosphere and Kelvin. So what are the equation we have? H plus is converted into what here? of H2. So what is the formula we have here? We have the formula E cell is equal to, what is the formula? E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059. We have the formula is there. I will write this one. E cell is equal to E naught cell minus, this is 0.059 by 1 into log, this is a liquid. So we are taking 1 by, this is H plus. This HL value they given minus 0.18. E naught cell for hydrogen electrode is 0. This is 0.059 by 1 into, so this is a log, can I write here minus log of H plus? Minus log of H plus means what? This is pH. So I want to write this is into what? pH. Minus minus cancel here. So pH is equal to 0.118 by 0.059. If you want to solve this one, we get 2. Go for the next question. Equivalent weight of H3PO2 disproportionate into pH3 and H3PO3. Okay, if we take this one pH3, so we are taking H3PO2. H3PO2 dissociate into pH3 plus H3PO3. So here phosphorus oxidation number is -3. Here phosphorus oxidation number is +3. Here phosphorus oxidation number is what? Here we have +1. We have +1 here. So what is disproportionation reaction? Same element undergo both oxidation and reduction. So here you can see the difference in the number of electrons. What here? 2 electrons are there increasing, that is oxidation. So this is what reduction. Reduction by how many electrons here? 4 electrons here. So equivalent weight of H3PO2 that is equal to mass of H3PO2 by 4 electrons plus, and here mass of H2 by what here? 2 electrons here, right here. So then what will get here? You will get this is 3m by 4, that is equal to 0.75. 0.75. So this is the answer for this question. Next, 1 mole of the substance is cooled at the rate 0.4 joule Kelvin when inverse during freezing. What would be the entropy of the fusion for this substance using data? Okay, and now we'll see the first one here. You can see this curve here. So this is what here, this curve represent what here? Solid is converted into liquid. Solid is converted into what here? Liquid here. Okay, so this is the first case you have to identify this one. You can identify here the first case here. This is a solid to liquid here. Here what you can say here, sorry. In this case you can say in this point cooling of liquid will takes place. Now at this point here liquid is equilibrium with solid. Liquid is equilibrium with what? Solid. At this point here cooling of solid will be takes place. Cooling of solid will be takes place. So here we are finding the fusion. So fusion will be takes place at this position. So this is position, you can observe this one. Now what they asking here? So from this takes place here. So fusion, what happened during fusion? During fusion, solid and liquid both are in equilibrium. Both are in what? Equilibrium. So here what will happen here? Cooling shows. Cooling shows what process? Cooling shows we have fusion process. Okay, so how much time taken for this process? So time you can take here, this is 4 and this is 1. I want to take this one 4 minus 1, that is equal to 3 minutes time it take. So what is entropy? Entropy delta S is equal to, we have Q reversible by temperature change. So here time change here, this is 3 we have, and it is cooled how much here? This is 0.4 kilojoules in the mentions here 1000. What are the temperature here? At this point the process will be takes place. Temperature for this reaction how much here? We have 400 Kelvin. So here 0 cancel and here 0 cancel. Here 4 what will take here? 0.1. So this is 3 into 0.1 into 10. So you will get what? 3. You will get what here? 3 joule per mole. Next question. So in this case, it is the Bayer's reagent there. I won't take it directly. This is the compound which on treatment with the Bayer's reagent. So what is Bayer's reagent? Means Bayer's reagent is alkaline KMnO4. Alkaline KMnO4. So alkaline KMnO4 always forms a diols. Where the diols are formed means where the double bond is there, that is converted into diols, that is CH2. Diols will be formed. Clear? This is the diol. So this we can take as an A, which on oxidation with HiO4. Which on oxidation with HiO4. This is per iodic acid oxidation will takes place. So this is oxidized to compound like this. This is CH3. This is P. So beyond treatment with OH minus, so it undergo condensation reaction. So then what the compound will get means here you will get the compound here, intramolecular condensation will takes place here. You will get this is CHO and CH3. Or one more possibility is there, we have to take this benzene with CHO and what here CH3. So how many number of possible products can be formed for this reaction means we have 2 possible products can be formed for this reaction. Clear? So 1 and 2 for. Next, how many molecules of the phenyl hydrogens are used to form oxygen from the glucose? Oxygen from the glucose. So what is the formula of the glucose? The glucose formula can write is a CHO. You can write here CHOH. This is taken 4 times. And what you can write here? This we can write CH2OH. So generally this is the formula of the glucose. Formula of the glucose. So here 1, 4. And this is 1 plus 4, 5 plus 1. We can write one more HOH also. We'll get this one. So generally, if you want to write the open chain such of this one, you are getting here. This is CHO. Then what you will get here? This is H, OH. Here OH and H. Then we have H, OH, H, OH. We have CH2OH. Okay, so first of all, you have to write with the reaction with one phenyl hydrogen molecule, C6H5 and H and H2. Then you will get here CH double bond N. This is NH. This is C6H5. Okay, then you can write here this is HOH. Then I'll write this one. This is CHOH taken 4 times. Then I will write this one CH2OH. Now, which on treatment with here 2 moles of C6H5 NH and what ma NH2. You will get this one CH double bond and already is there. Okay, and this whatever second alcohol is there, this also forms a C double bond N NH C6H5, and we have CHOH taken 4 times, and we have CH2OH plus you will get here C6H5 NH NH2 plus you will get what ma NH3. Here 2 moles, here 1 mole. Generally this is what means here. This is oxygen. What may here? This is oxygen. During oxygen, how many molecules of phenyl hydrogens are involved? 3 molecules of the phenyl hydrogens are involved. Next, out of the following, how many oxides are generally amphoteric in nature? So what are the amphoteric oxide among those means? We have Cr2O3 and we have MnO2 and we have Mn3O4. These are generally we are calling as a amphoteric oxides. Amphoteric oxides. So generally, if any compound with higher oxidation state is there, that can act as a Lewis acid. That can act as a Lewis acid. Here, what is the oxidation state of MnO? Here, oxidation state of Mn is what? +2. So here, +2 is it is what? Most basic. It is most basic. And you can go for next. We have Mn2O7. It is also what? Basic. And basically, MnO2 is weak acidic. MnO2, it is weak acidic, and one more what? Mildly basic. This is weak acidic, and we can say this is mildly basic. So it can act as a amphoteric in nature. Next question we have. Find out the number of lone pairs of formed in the xenon complete hydrolysis of FeX6. FeX6 is there. We are doing complete hydrolysis. Then I will get here 6HF plus HeXeO3. Here xenon is there. So generally, xenon can form a pyramidal structure here with one lone pair. The total number of lone pairs here. Here one lone pair is 2. Oxygen having 2 lone pairs. Here 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 1, what? 7. So total we have 7 lone pairs are there. Now we can see the next question here. What is the maximum value of X can be present in this equation? Maximum value of X can be present in this equation. So they given here periodic acid. What here? Periodic acid here. Now we can see in this case we have to find out the primary alcohols and what? Primary alcohols and what? Secondary alcohols we have. Now we can say this, we want to say here this is a primary alcohol, and we are how many second alcohol is there here? 1, this is 2, and what here? 3 is there. So secondary alcohol molecules, how many are there? There are second alcohol molecules are 3, and this is primary alcohols we have 1 is there. Okay, now we can take this one HiO4. HiO4, if you take here 1 mole of HiO4 here. 1 mole of HiO4 oxidizes. 1 mole of HiO4 oxidizes which alcohol here is second alcohol, and another mole of HiO4 oxidizes primary alcohol molecules. So here the possible values, how many we have? There are 2 possible values are there to complete this equation. Next step. The number of POP and POH bonds can be present in pyrophosphoric acid. Pyrophosphoric acid. What is the formula? H4P2O7. H4P2O7. We have P double bond O, and this is P double bond O, OH and OH, and here OH and OH. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 phosphorus, 7 oxygen, 3 plus 4, 5, 6, 7. Here what they asking? POP bonds. Here POP bond is 1. POH bonds 1, 2, 3, 4. Total how much? 5.